David Menzies for Rebel News here at Southside Johnny's Bar and Grill in West End, Toronto. And folks, I understand from a colleague in the office that this is a great eatery if you want to go and have a delicious sandwich or raise a pint. But we're not here for lunch. Rather, Southside Johnny's is in a heap of trouble right now. That's because the Alcohol and Gaming Commission of Ontario, aka the AGCO, has moved to potentially revoke the restaurant's liquor license. Now, yes, that sounds serious. What happened, allegedly? Well, the AGCO announced that after an investigation, the regulator had concluded that, quote, the licensee and a manager were repeatedly and knowingly involved in the purchase of stolen liquor for use at their bar, as well as for personal use, end quote. And you see, folks, in the aftermath, the AGCO has issued a notice of proposal to remove the liquor sales license from the restaurant, and Southside Johnny's could also face a monetary fine. Now, I would imagine that a move like that could be a death sentence for a restaurant such as this one. But, you know, given all the stories that have occurred in the last several months regarding tens and tens of millions of dollars of alcohol just waltzing out LCBO stores, I mean, could this be a potential final destination for all that stolen hooch going into the food service channel? Well, perhaps. Now, of course, there are two sides to every story. So we're going to go into Southside Johnny's. We're going to see if there is a manager or an owner to talk to us about this. I mean, to me, it's very troubling. If the AGCO is correct, this was not a one-off incident. They're talking about multiple incidents, allegedly, of the manager and owner here buying stolen alcohol. So let's see what they have to say. I'm not trying to give you a hard time. We just, it's this whole idea of that the investigation said that they had repeatedly found the manager and owner buying stolen alcohol from a nearby LCBO. Is that true?
Everything's alleged.
Yo, absolutely.
Right?
That's why we're here. We just want to get your side of the story.
I know, and respectfully, like I said, I'm not permitted to make any comments.
Well, there you have it. I really wanted to see what the people here at Southside Johnny's had to say about this AGCO investigation. And I should point out that licensees who receive this notice of proposal have 15 days to appeal. They wouldn't tell us anything. I assume they're appealing. But here's the thing. If Southside Johnny's is guilty of this crime, I really feel it is egregious because at the end of the day, folks, if this stolen booze was coming from an LCBO store, well, if you are a citizen of Ontario, you have skin in the game. The LCBO is a Crown corporation, and it is the people of Ontario ultimately who are the stakeholders of a Crown corporation. So when thieves are ripping off LCBO stores, it's not just the government, it is really the people of Ontario. And that's wrong, and something has to be done about this. And one other point, the AGCO noted in its media release that the liquor was allegedly coming from a nearby LCBO. And it's funny, you might recall my visit to the LCBO store on 1750 the Queensway. That's only about 4 kilometers away from Southside Johnny's. And I was there off duty, off the clock. And you might recall this is what I witnessed. Are you guys paying for that? Hey, are you punks paying for that? Hey, what is that? You had a weapon. So could it be that that very LCBO is the nearby LCBO that is allegedly being ripped off to supply restaurants? And if so, the people I recorded on my phone that night, those are thieves who are not stealing for personal use, but to make a buck by selling it to those in the food service trade. We'll keep an eye on this story in the weeks and months to come. But in light of all this crime and all these shenanigans, I think I know what I hear you're saying. It's enough to drive you to drink, isn't it? For Rebel News, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Hey folks, I know you love it when Rebel News goes out there to bring you the other side of the story, but the fact is we need your help. Unlike the trained SEALs in the mainstream media, we do not get a single nickel of Mark Carney's journalism slush fund. But here's where you come in. Can you do me a favor? Can you go to rebelfieldreports.com? That's rebelfieldreports.com. And if you're able to, kindly make a donation.